Daima and Vegito is a pretty strong duo, but it could go either way, as it is still skill 2 cooldown reduction. Could do anything really, but Daima is just incredibly strong with Team Rush Go, and you really can't go wrong with it. And they're still deciding with 22 seconds on the clock, just trying to see what else they can do to really bring this home. And there he is! The first Vegito game we've seen! It is about to happen! Folks, for those of you watching at home, or maybe in your car, late at night, you probably wouldn't be watching at your car late at night, but who cares? This will be some of the best action you will ever see anywhere in legendary Gekishin Squadra, and we do have Daima being given a home along, of course, Vegito and Daima, just as I predicted. This is something else, folks. This truly is something else. Caulifla has been picked for Arctic. And the last pick for the last CPS, they're still deciding whether it's going to be Daima or Vegeta, and they pick Daima. It is the battle in between fusions. Kefla versus Vegito. A wonderful pick for skill 2 cooldown reduction versus the best team fighter in the game. Let's see what we have in store for us tonight. As the whole Tournament of Chaos reigns, this will be absolute cinema. Let's get on straight to the lobby. And Chuds are ready to go. Arctic and Jukebox making last minute preparations before history goes down. And with all the team ready to go, we can finally start our beloved Grand Finals. Let's get this underway. Hopefully. There we go. Honestly, with everything I have seen so far, this game can also go either way. Thanos has showed exceptional teamwork for the past, past few games they've actually played. It's just been absolutely incredible. And I'm just so excited to see this go down. Let's just get into it. A Caulifla mirror match along with skill 2. Vegito versus Kefla. The dynamic fusions facing off against each other. And that is pretty much all it. The rest is just a mirror match. So take it or leave it, ladies and gentlemen. But 5 seconds on the clock right here. Welcome to the first match of the Grand Finals. It is best out of 5. Best out of 5. Let's see what they can do.
Vegeta! Damn!
Oh my god. We have Jordan, we have Aizen, we have Sauron, we have Avarice versus Prod, Vic, Jukebox, and of course, Arctic. Ladies and gentlemen, I repeat myself one more time. First match of the Grand Finals. Let's do this. And we're up to the races. Saurian and Avarice on bot lane, along with Green Bean and Arctic on bot lane as well. Of course, the infamous duo Jordan and Aizen up against Prod, and of course, Vic as well. I haven't seen Vic's Daima at all in this session, so hopefully, if they've been training for this, they'll make something happen. Absolutely, for sure.
Hurry up and get this over with.
I do think whoever gets first here is at a huge advantage right now. Jordan hiding in the bushes, and he gets the first hit off from Red Prod. And they're already hitting handling Kai already. And that's going to be it. And that's going to be Kai for Red Aizen, and they're already batting out. It might even get first blood here. He's trying his hardest, but he just barely gets away with the skin of his teeth. Vic barely barely able to actually steal that minion over there, and they will still be able to get level 4. trying to keep the playing field even in terms of levels, but I can foresee that Aizen will get to level 5 soon. Most likely will definitely ult Kai, since he can probably get away with it. Well, looks like bot lane is just across dead even. Bot lane definitely going up to actually get themselves their lovely back Kai, since it is the second form of Kai over there. But there she blows, and it looks like Aizen's team has already focused on securing mid lane, trying to push back Prod away. Aizen already gets level 5 here, which is great to see, but it's a little bit tricky to actually farm over the place when you have 2 players against 1. Prod trying to make something happen, just isn't able to really captivate on everything. They're just taking all of mid farm, unfortunately, which is a little bit out of place. Their strategy, it seems, is to sort of capitalize on back farm early. We do see Mr. Shinning being used. Oh my god, and they even steal Kai as well, which is really bad for Thanos mentality. And that is first, Daima will be coming back fast, probably quicker to there, but it looks like he's just on both sides. Kid Gohan having a little bit of trouble to, Soren actually Jukebox already level 10 on Kefla. Aizen still level 9. But of course, we still have the tower wasting away. It seems like Aizen's trying to push for this boss. Can he make it in time? He doesn't. He could not get there in time, and Lulu's bracket is already leaking completely. Arctic trying their hardest to actually get some distance out, but still can't manage it against a striking level 11 Vegito up to his prime. Aizen trying to make some play here, get this tower off, but no dice still. Kefla does lose their life though. Oh my goodness. And that's just going to be another tower for Chud Maxters. Thanos Mentality might have the lead in bosses, but 2 dead towers is saying quite a bit. And meanwhile, Aizen will get their level 11 for boss as well. Overall, quite the striking session so far. It could be anyone's game at this point. It's just Thanos Mentality just needs to look for tower damage at this point, so they don't snowball this lead too early on.
I'm still not used to this body. Gotta keep training.
Oh my goodness. Nothing really happens right now. Everyone is just defending while they can, trying to pick up on their levels. Vic is still at level 9. The poor thing, not able to actually get their levels at all. Jordan actually fighting for his life here, but he gets knocked out. Wait a minute. No, he doesn't, but he does. Both Gohans are down for the count. Arctic is in a lot of trouble here. Doesn't manage to get out in time, and it's going to be around 20 seconds. The rat from Vic, glorious rat from Vic. But it's going to be green. It's going to have to be up against Green Bean, trying to shoot him away from tower. The ult! Oh my goodness! Jukebox wasted the ult. Jukebox had to use the ult there, but that's 2 dead for boss. That's really huge against Jocko. And now it's just raining on Aizen and Jordan trying to look for a play here. Jordan trying to get capitalization off of the thing with the actual skill 2, but doesn't manage to actually make it in time. And Green Bean just gets fucking exploded. It's part of my language, but that was just a masterclass defense from Jordan and Aizen. And he's already looking for tower damage. Look at this beast. He's already looking for tower damage. He gets absolutely demolished for it though, but they will get Jaco as their first boss, which is really unfortunate for Team Thanos Mentality. They could have really capitalized off of that boss right there, but it wasn't meant to be. We're still seeing Angry Avocado have a lovely level lead, but it turns out Jukebox has already caught up to them. Honestly, they could have just probably zombied boss right then and there in order to make them focus on Jocko, but unfortunately, the damage reduction from their side was just a little bit too much pressure on their state, so can't really win them all from here. They are leaking in tower damage. Zeno is coming back up top for Chudmaxters, probably able to capitalize off of getting that tower alone, and it looks like Arctic coming to help Kefla here, and she barely gets away too, but the pressure is on. Red-Eyed Aizen looking for a play here. Arctic and Gohan already looking there, but the tower has been erased from Vic, but Jordan gets the other tower from there as well. Arctic already ulting along. Sotas uses Loser's Bracket, a massive stun from Prod, and they're just trying to duke it out here. Can Loser's Bracket actually die here before Zeno actually come? There it gets the stun, and they're down for the count. The tank has been lost. Red-Eyed Aizen just sort of making a move here, trying to decipher if I just finish the game right then and there, or do I actually go for... Oh, the ult! No, he gets Jukebox right at the last second. Mental... Red-Eye Mental already along the ropes. And Loser's Bracket is already going to come back. It is definitely the difference between life and death here. If Thanos or Tana can actually get Brienne, which I don't think has actually been touched yet. Well, actually may have been touched, just very high on HP right now. And they're just trying to make a move here. Vegeta level 13. Red-Eye Mental having to force the ult here. Trying his absolute hardest to actually make something happen. Misses the actual skill 1 from Prod right there. Procs the ult. He can't make it out alive. He just can't do it. And look at Green Bean, and then they just get caught absolutely. And Vic, a very misplaced reigns. It looks like Avarice, the legendary Avarice, has broken the last tower. It's so much boss presence as with Vegeta. Like, yeah. But look at Aizen's. The bands are still in motion for Divine Draws, but we see Cloudy Cloak, I see Superstar, I see Mystery HP. It is up to Chudmaxters to actually pick their second time in a row for their Divine Draw bands. I actually do think that is probably Mystery HP, is it not? Has to be. Yeah. This is Medical Respawn. And so the other Divine Draw will be Search Trap and Skill 2 cooldown reduction. What do you know? The ratting has actually been quite something from them. But Vegeta will be played again. And I think it might be a mirror match in between the two fusions, or you can actually choose to opt for Super Saiyan 3. But still, it is still anyone's game. Definitely still anyone's game. And what do you know? Prod has actually decided to choose Ultimate Gohan. This is actually the first time we've actually ever seen Ultimate Gohan before. Not a very often pick, and also for skill 2 cooldown reduction, that's something you want to be worried about. Prod will definitely have to rely on isolating the boss confirms from Team Chudmaxter and Cuties. Jordan is still going to go along with his kid Gohan. Super Saiyan 3 being chosen, and once again, we've seen them back in the beginning of the tournament. But now we're heading back into things. Bojack being picked, as well as Caulifla. And the full team is set for Thanos mentality. The last pick is up for grabs for the Chuds. Let's see what they pick. I'm anticipating Vegito, honestly. Could be Kefla. Could pick anyone, really. They just banned the Gokus from this skill 2 cooldown reduction, but I think Kefla will be a really strong pick here. But we'll have to see what it entails. 27 seconds on the clock. Let's see what they have for us here. Lefty. And of course, little surprise we mentioned, we do see Vegito being picked from the Chuds as well. So it is Ultimate Gohan, Vegito, Bojack, and Khalifa versus Khalifa, Kid Gohan, Super Saiyan 3, and Vegito as well. Let's hop back into the lobby. All right. Oh, okay. Can we switch into the lobby, please? Thank you. All right. The teams are set and ready to go. Let's see this go down. Ladies and gentlemen, the second match of the Tournament of Pure Chaos. Let's get the show on the road. Honestly, this is still anyone's game. Now with Team Rush Go out of the window, and with Search Trap being of concern, my only concern is definitely for the more stationary heroes being caught under that trap. But of course, these are still seasoned veterans, so hopefully that won't be much of an issue. I do remember Prod practicing his Ultimate Gohan, so this is something new he's experimenting with. So let's see what happens from here on out. Still pretty excited to see how this one goes down. It seems like Aizen is having a crack on Vegito as well. Only time will tell as to how this game will go. So it's only a matter of time before we see the winner of this whole tourney. Let's just get straight into it. We do see Aizen rocking his lovely sapphire skin back when for the Squadra Blast of Season 3. So, of course, anything can happen here. Let's just get straight into it. The same duos as per usual. Super Saiyan 3 is definitely still a strong pick here, even without Super Start. I think Ulton will definitely have to make some plays in regards to probably giving Bojack some leeway. You know, snare them against the wall, Psycho Thread, and make sure that they just can't do anything.
You must remain focused until the very end.
We already see Ultimate Gohan trying to go for a play here, and actually gets the first hit as well, which is really huge. Unfortunately for them, Aizen does actually make the first pick. Jordan trying to opt out for this, but it doesn't even get towards Kid Gohan in time, which is really unfortunate. It's Vegito catching him on the ropes, but they'll just have to focus on getting this mid farm here. But I don't think Jordan will let that up that easily. Yeah, a very unfortunate start for a team Thanos Challengely along from the top lane. Hopefully they're having a better time back up top. I mean, back on bottom, sorry. Alright. The second Zeno refresh. Aizen already transformed from level 5. Probably trying to make a play here for Kai right there. Doesn't get the Kai yet again, which is really unfortunate, and they're just incredibly over leveled. Aizen's probably looking to ult here. They'll try to have to ask for help. Goodness, and the Bojack barely gets away with the skin of his teeth, trying to see if they can do anything. But Prod is just fighting for his life as well. Eisen already level 6. Luckily didn't get much chip damage from the towers, but already a dominating performance from Team Chud Maxters. And they also get a Kai as well. Like, they are just taking every piece of farm they can get, which is really unfortunate for Team Thanos Mentality. Losers bracket already making sure they don't get this Kai so easily. Can he steal it though? He does not. So I do think that the bot lane is actually having a better time along with this. You'll have to transform as well. The search trap is along his physique as well. Vegito is indeed level 8. Sorian actually barely able to manage to actually get Super Saiyan 3 on his transformation. Has to actually get this for the actual ult itself. But unfortunately, it seems like the pressure is coming. Both Vegito and Kidhan are planning to make a break for it. And it's very hard to actually play around with this because keep in mind they're both incredibly out leveled from top lane, so it's going to be hard to actually make a play here. Stream is frozen. Cool. I'm kind of blind now, as you can clearly see here. Oh, oh, hold on. So apparently the Chun Maxers also actually got the boss from Nappa, which is very unfortunate for Team Thanos Mentality. I also don't really know what is going on with Thanos Mentality. They were doing so well from actually performing from the actual winners finals, but something must have happened because maybe the Chun Maxers actually discussed their strategy and forced them to actually take along what they actually had from their actual time being spent there. So could go either way, folks. Could go either way. Mental trying to steal this Kai away, but probably not gonna make that happen. Already getting the Kai as well. Average almost level 8, not even transformed. I mean, sorry, almost level 7, level 9. Oh my god. Trying to make some space here, but just doesn't quite get it. Finally, Average transforms. The Dragon Fist barely dodged from Jukebox, but it probably doesn't matter. Look at Khalifa go, and the IT from Super Saiyan 3 Goku just clips him right on time, which is very unfortunate. 10 seconds until Jackie Chun spawns in, but it looks pretty unfavorable towards Thanos Mentality. And there we already see Jackie Chun being absolutely melted by Jordan and Sorian. And that's going to be 2 for 2, along with bosses from the Chud Maxters. There's just something going on here. Something snapped within Chud Maxters after the losers finals. They just had to lock in. They're not playing any more games. They're just duking it out. They're just taking out their frustrations towards Thanos Mentality. And they're probably just getting more payback from losing that first match against them. So now it's just for all the marbles. Now the stakes are up high. Look at Jordan with the incredible stun towards. Oh my god. Jordan barely able to get away with a sliver of health. Literally just like pixel health, which is very unfortunate. Look at Mental struggling to keep up. Look at Eisen. Oh my goodness. Barely able to even do anything, but Jordan, the slippery rat that he is, gets a few nice chips away from tower. Not even healing at all. Just being the daring man that he is, taking those few chips out of tower. Absolutely phenomenal performance. Average here is going to get level 11. Trying to get that max ult for that maximum survivability here as well. I'm telling you, these players are something else. I cannot believe that they just sort of locked back in and are just dominating the actual battlefield this far. It's something else, ladies and gentlemen. It is something else. Bojack desperately trying to defend this tower, but just doesn't get it enough. Jordan being the one to capitalize off of this tower now, and unfortunately Prod has been taken down. Vegito trying his hardest to make something happen, but it just doesn't work out. There's just way too much on his tail, way too much pressure being put on the lovely Super Vegito, and he just has to give up his life. Aizen almost level 13, ready to take on the world, has his ultimate and everything. He's just taking his time. He does not need to rush at all. Level 13 already, probably max build up at this point. He is just a full-on raid boss right now. Look at Aizen go, just trying to search out for his victims, trying to see what other plays he can make. Didn't get the peel off right there, but still incredibly over-leveled from the rest of the team. Look at him go, targeting Prod. He is just creating enormous amounts of pressure. Look at the ult. He's not trying to do anything right now. He's just trying to create that sort of pressure. Look at the Dragon Fist out of Soren. Prod trying to make a stand for it, but unfortunately, no dice. Aizen is just playing around with them, playing around with his food, too dead towards Thanos mentality. The pressure is just absolutely insane, but look at this. Loser's bracket making some dents on Ribrianne already. And don't want to be careful around playing around with this, or else you never know with Thanos mentality. It could go in for the steal right there, but it's looking kind of tricky for them. Vic is just having to stay and defend towers while everything is just going on. Look at Loser's bracket making space already as Khalifa. Jukebox catches Jordan on the hopes. Has to pop ult, Loser's bracket, but look at look at Jukebox trying his best, gets stunned, and the Dragon Fist just wallops him to next Tuesday. Oh my goodness. So far, it has been an outstanding performance from Chunmax, but with a sliver of hope, Ultimate Gohan makes his statements by taking on their first tower, but it might not be enough. Ribrianne is still being left untouched. And look at Soren with the amazing escape. Mental fighting for their life. Literally fighting for their life. I just saw Loser's bracket lose all of their health, and all of a sudden they are just absolutely demolished. Jordan trying his best to defend this tower, but he has to give it up. What a tower smash. And it looks like they just have to keep pushing. They have to keep this pushing. 8 seconds until Avarice comes back, but it looks like they're just going to prioritize boss. They have to prioritize boss for this. I'm not sure why Ultimate Gohan is just taking their time, not debuffing the boss, because that's just really bad. If they couldn't just take down Ribrianne right there, it was just really unfortunate. And they're already back already. Super Saiyan 3 already has his Dragon Fist up. I feel like they really could have taken advantage of that push, but now they're just gonna fucking whittle down boss. Ribrianne probably close to half HP right now. They have to do something. I'm not exactly sure what Prod wants to do when they have triple boss on the line. He's just trying to look for a pick, but can't really make out one because, you know, the Super Saiyan 3 and Kid Gohan are just there. Hey, look, let's look up top. Look at this. Look at this. Look at Vegito. Look at Vegito. He's trying to make a play. He's trying to make something happen. He's trying to make something happen. He's saving his ult. And he gets Ribrianne, the GOAT's jukebox. And all of a sudden, it looks to be in their favor. But unfortunately for Aizen's side, oh my goodness, look at the damage. Oh my goodness, the tech for tech. Red-eyed Aizen looking for a play here. Will they choose to push, or will they choose to actually get back to actually recover? Aizen already level 14, a huge level lead for them. Wasted the ult though from trying to actually make the play right there. Well, had to use, I'm sorry. But all of a sudden, a very close game due to that almost team wiping the whole team with Thanos Mentality's X, a superb defense. Mental already back on their feet, and the whole team is alive again for Jocko to come in swinging. We already see Avarice and Red Eye Mental along the boss. Loses bracket, like they just have such a desirable level lead. Red Eye Mental has to do something here, trying to make a play here. Loses bracket already unleashes the ult right there, but it's looking a little bit dire for Red Eye Mental, trying to make something out of this. Jukebox trying to make play here, but Loses bracket is just so unbelievably tanky. Did I just hear Red Eye Mental? I just heard Arctic just go down for the count. I feel like they have no other option than to just target Jocko. Probably get triple if they can. But look at this. Prod is on the. Can we please go to the team fight? Thank you. Never mind. Something happened. He jumps over the Dragon Fist with his ult. Wait a minute. Jukebox might be goated. He's fighting. Aizen gets his ult just in time. He's targeting. Oh my god. Look at Jukebox. What an amazing. Oh my god, but he's getting peppered. He's getting peppered by Avarice, and he's running away, but he can't make it in time. Both Mental and Vic are just alive. I'm not sure why they're not just targeting Jocko. It is a tank. It is a tank DPS versus a tank technical. Nice. And here comes Red Eye Mental taking the Kai as well. They have to move in. They have to take this boss right now. What a takedown. Can they get Jocko? Can they get Jocko? And they do get Jocko. Oh my god. Jocko has made the tower almost one tap. Wow. Such a very close game. Both of the game bosses going to Team Thanos Mentality, and all of a sudden it is looking very close. A very close game all of a sudden. Zeno can pop up anytime soon. Vic is going to have to play back and try to defend this tower. Try to defend these towers as much as they can. Prod, I don't know what Prod's doing, but he has to get there to own that tower. And here they come. Zeno. We already see Prod. Nice. Amazing. What an amazing defense. But they catch Red Eye Prod on the way out. Look at this. Prod, Avarice trying to make their way, but it doesn't matter because the lovely Arctic, the GOAT, has taken the Dragon Ball all the way up to Zeno, and it is 1-1. Both teams equal for the count, and Jukebox takes his MVP as the lovely Super Vegito. Wow. I'm very sorry if my energy did not match up that match, but it was something else, folks. Let me tell you, the comeback that Thanos Totality actually did was absolutely phenomenal. That has to be a dent towards Chudmax's mentality right there, because the late game, I think, was honestly played perfectly. Just absolutely spot on. Incredible game. Incredible game. Holy smokes. And we're off to the third draft as well. Like all our lovely teammates are just looking to get this show to a grand climax. It is still anyone's game. Let's see what we can do. If we take a look at the stats sheets here, Jukebox definitely carried. Jukebox was definitely on that late game. Just, I think, dodging the actual Dragon Fist with his ult is an exceptional use of Vegeto's iframes during the Spirit Excalibur. That's just how they do it, guys. That's just how they make legends meet. 500,000 damage on the spot almost. There's no one doing it like him. There's absolutely no one doing it like Jukebox right there. What an exceptional player, and also what an exceptional game from both teams on end. Let's see what we have for our lovely drafts. It is currently the third drafts of this season, 1-1. Folks, it is anyone's game at this point. Hopefully the stream is actually okay, because I'm not actually sure how to pull it off. But alright, let's see how this one goes. So, we do have the bands prioritized with mentality. Once again, if I were to guess what would happen, we're probably not going to see Superstar much in this game, which is unfortunate. I actually do like Superstar quite a bit, but to each their own. We're doing another randomizer here. We will take Team Rush Go. Let's see if Skill 2 cooldown reduction will make his appearance yet again. Very interesting to see how this one will play out. My guesstimation was that it probably will, given that the Chudmaxers are very keen on their skill 2 cooldown reductions. But it would actually be Search Trap that they're going for next. So it is Team Rush Go and Search Trap. And they are banning Super Saiyan Goku, banning Kid Buu, banning God Goku as well. Now my guesstimation is that they'll probably aim for the same bans. Target banning Prod wasn't something on my bucket list, but I digress. But look at this. They actually banned Kid Gohan, target banning Jordan as well. And they actually do ban Ultimate Gohan for this pick. Wow. It seems to me that it seems to me that Ultimate Gohan was definitely a problem for them, especially in Search Trap. And now it is going to be the first hero priority for the Chudmaxers. And of course, Daima will be picked. Of course. Who would have thought? Daima. Daima going to the first pick of the Chudmaxers, but we do have Fat Buu also being picked. For most likely Prod. It most likely will be a mirror match of Fat Buu with Prod and Jordan. Vegito as well. Being picked as well. Most likely will be the same DPS picks, I'm thinking. Khalifa, again, being picked as well. I can imagine it. I just let you know, just to let you folks know, I missed my own Gekishin Cup solo queue for this, so you're welcome, by the way. Just, I mean, honestly, just seeing this, just seeing these games makes it a little bit more, makes the blow a little bit more bearable. But I digress. The last pick for Jordan, still having to pick their technical for their team. Hopefully they can actually pick something else, but there's not much to pick. They probably will be just Fat Boo. Fat Boo mirror match is something that I can definitely look forward to. Yeah, makes sense. So it is a complete mirror match for the technical and tank, but we do have different DPSs. Vegito and Bojack along for Vic, and Jukebox, Daima, and Super Saiyan 3 along with Aizen and Soren. Let's get right back into the lovely lobby. We're still waiting on Jukebox to ready up so we get the show on the road. But otherwise, it has been quite lovely for us, folks. So let's just see how this one goes. We are currently 1 for 1. It is still anyone's game at this point. Search Trap and Team Rush go. I feel like Diamond will perform very strongly here. I already saw the hits. Oh man. That low-key scared me for a bit. It was a good thing that hit was already banned. Oh boy. Oh boy. Alright. Let's get the show on the road, folks. This is the third match of the best out of 5. Let's see how this plays out, ladies and gentlemen. This is still anyone's game. Have to be careful about this search trap of ours. But otherwise, let's just get the show on the road. It is a Boo mirror match. Prod versus Jordan. Let's see who can rat the most. And of course, we'll have to see what our DPS can do as well. It is just a deliberate test of skill for both regions. We started streaming at 4. It has been 6 hours since we've been live, in total at least. So I definitely doubt that this tournament in general will be a hard-earned victory. Nothing too crazy happening now. It does seem like Prod actually gets the first hit away from Jordan, which is very nice. Bojack trying to make a play here. Actually, but unfortunately they do get the Kai. I mean, Daima just has better Kai secure in laning phase than Bojack. I do say so myself. So it's just really hard to sort of combat that along. But I think Vegito versus Super Saiyan 3 might be a little bit of a tough pick here. But oh my god, what a Kamehameha, forcing transformation off of Jukebox. You gotta be careful for that. I would definitely say that the Super Saiyan 3 is actually playing very well here.
I will observe until
All right. I'm just looking at the stream right now. It is very, very delayed. Extremely delayed. But anyways, that is another issue in its own time. But we're still focusing on the game right here.
Leave it to me.
And they ult Prod. Both of them actually ult Prod as well. So it's very hard to actually make the comeback here. But they're not gonna get they're not gonna get a lot of chip damage there. So that's a little bit unfortunate on their part. But they are definitely over leveling them by quite a bit, I will say. Aizen already level 6.
Got more gas in the
5-second delay. It's not even delayed by 5 seconds. It's delayed by like 20 minutes at least. At least that's what I'm seeing.
Try ganging up.
Oh, never mind.
Let's keep
Never mind. I refreshed it. We're good to go. No, that was just me. I refreshed it. That's my bad. We're good. We're good. But anyways, getting on to the game. Nappa will be the first boss yet again. Bojack still level 5. They're actually pushing. Both him and them are just pushing for top lane. And right now they just have to be careful with how they go about their way.
Alright, let's get this over with.
A little bit of a rough candy for them, but Aizen does miss. Oh, both Woos actually missed their candies, which is really unfortunate. I think Aizen is just a little bit trapped here.
You're safe. As expected.
Oh my god, did they actually get it? No, they didn't. Oh, that's unfortunate. I feel like if Jukebox actually had his skill 1 ready there, that would have been something else. That's unfortunate though. Does get Kai though, but it's a little bit rough here. Yeah, we just see Jukebox trying to overlevel them as much as they can. Look at that. Look at that W macro. Archix saving those back Kais for the Jukebox just to get the level lead. Upperus. And honestly, we did see some very lovely defense from Vic and Prod right there. I wonder if this will end up going as how last game did. It's also very interesting that Bojack is actually taking build up instead of Snowball, but I feel like that's just only because he's not really confident in that positioning. I mean, it's very hard to actually position towards Jordan and Aizen, so can't really say I blame them too much. I think, yeah, transformation here is very crucial. Just get that extra stats down. And we're seeing Jukebox not really having much time to actually not farm, but he's making his impact, and the ult to actually defend this. And Aizen gets absolutely squashed like a bug with that Spirit Excalibur. You love to see it. Oh my goodness. And now will be Avarice taking on the fight up as well. But unfortunately, the team just couldn't get there in time and has to. And Angry Avocado and Jordan have to defend this bottom tower. The Kamehameha already taking place in effect, trying to make as much chip damage as possible, but Khalifa has to transform here as well, which is a little bit sketchy here. Doesn't have defense step on their kids, so they just get melted, unfortunately. But they did get some substantial chip out of that. Green Bean Jukebox actually failing to actually get it out of there, but now it's going to be up towards Prod and them, but I think the tower is mostly done for, which is very unfortunate.
Wow, Blue and Chris!
Honestly, a very rough start for
What say we let them
Team Thanos mentality, but again, you never know. Their early game was a little bit chopped, but once it got to the late game, they just absolutely just pumped out their actual stuff. I'll tell you that much. Seeing Avarice trying to make a look for the peel-offs, get that level lead up and running. Green Bean is still level 12, having a sizable advantage here, so just matters on how they just proceed with everything. Red Eye Mental in a very tough spot here. Loses bracket, uses the ultimate from here, and we're just seeing Vegito have the time of his life. Dodges the candy ults from Fat Boo, which is really huge. Amazing rat from Prod, getting another tower down. Oh, Vic's in trouble here though. Vic is definitely in trouble here. Couldn't quite get it out there. What a KO from Green Bean. Look at this rat. Such speed. Oh, not able to capitalize off of the candy though. Barely able to actually get away with his life. That's very unfortunate for Team Thanos mentality. Really bad. And we're just seeing Avarice just making space early on. Red Eye Mental looking a little bit low on levels. And of course, it is still Ribrianne, so might be looking for a play here. Red Eye Mental trying to get some space here, but he knows he's outmatched with the level lead. They're trying to do their best along with this. They do know that Super Saiyan 3 is on the boss, and Khalifa's just trying to make some space for the team. A little bit tough to deal with everything. We do know that Jordan is trying their hardest just to sort of make a play here. Aizen trying to put pressure on tower, but it's just not enough. Aizen like half HP as well. Oh my god, and Jukebox misses the actual thing. So much damage from Bojack though. The ultimate! And they get triple boss with the lightning. Really unfortunate, and they just take out. They do take out Jukebox, unfortunately, and it just looks like a lost cause. The triple boss for Chunmaxers will let them get the win. I don't think that's. Oh my goodness! And the candy to seal the deal. And it will be another victory for the Chunmaxers, getting the Dragon Ball. It is currently 2-1 for Chunmaxers. Just a really unlucky situation for them. We're like, I'm looking at these stats right now, and it is quite. I mean, Prod definitely had the a tower there. Good riding on his part, but the pressure was just too much. Look at Aizen alongside almost 120,000 tower damage. It's just not looking the greatest for a Team Thanos mentality. I mean, I feel like Aizen in general is just way too strong on Daima, and along with Team Rush Code, that's sort of what just made him. That's just sort of what just made him unstoppable. He just zoomed through the map, and it was just couldn't catch him, which is really unfortunate. Ladies and gentlemen, Let us see the draft yet again, if it is available to us. The captains are still deciding along what to pick and what to think about. Hopefully we get this show on the road here. My goodness. Oh boy. We're just waiting on the actual captains themselves, but so far I feel this has been a very solid series. I think what definitely happened there was maybe Thanos' brutality just burned off way too much steam, and that's sort of what made them lose the third game. It's tough stuff. But we do get our fourth draft of the finals, the grand finals of this tournament. I do believe it's going to be the same thing. The same deal with these divine draws, banning super starts. I mean, it's something. I'll tell you what. We are still on the roll. Search trap. I do think it still matters whether this draw is on Team Rush Go or... Oh, I spoke too soon. Game 4 apparently is set for Team Rush Go and Search Trap. Kid Buu is being banned. Super Saiyan God is being banned. Super Saiyan Goku is being banned. Probably going to target ban Pro yet again because it's been working wonders for Team Chuds. And they banned Kid Han again. So they're actually willing to take another risk towards not banning Daima. So we're probably going to be looking towards another, possibly the same matchups here. Super Saiyan 3 going to be the starting pick, which makes sense. Daima being picked along with Fat Buu. I do anticipate Fat Buu being picked along with Chud Maxers as well as Daima as well. I mean, I really think that what happened there was just like they just got out-secured by Daima and Fat Buu with Bojack, and that just caused them to sort of lose the early game bosses from there on, because Bojack's early game is a little bit, it's just not really on par with some of the other heroes, and that's just sort of the way the cookie crumbles, unfortunately. But we still have to see what the Chud Maxers actually pick here, and they still have one more pick tag left to go. Khalifa's actually being picked, so we'll see. And the base pick will go on to Kefla, which they have not banned. So it looks to be Jukebox picking Kefla, which probably is the better character for him. I'm more used to, I mean. And they still have to decipher the next DPS for the Chudsters. The Chudmaxers, I really don't care at this point. it's ladies and gentlemen, this tournament by itself has ranked me out since I don't know how I've been through all of this with you all, but as I am a proud supporter of Gekishin Squadra, I will do the very best I can. And the drafts have been made. Daima, mirror match once again, along with Kid Buu. I mean, not Kid Buu, Fat Buu. And the only difference of DPS is between Kefla and Super Saiyan 3. Let's head back to the lobby right away. We're seeing Prod getting ready. And it seems like they're on the ropes. All of our fighters here ready to get at it. And remember, folks, it is 1-2 for the Chud Maxters. Remember, if they actually win this, the Chuds actually win this, it is game points. It is still game points for them. So it matters. This game matters right here. It determines if the Thanos mentality will steal this game, making it 2-2 for the final battle, or if Chud Maxers will finally reign victorious and keep their streak going in our lovely series of tournaments. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get this show on the road. This is for all the marbles here. "14 seconds on the clock until the fated showdown begins. Thanos mentality has to pick up the pace here. They have to lock in for this next fight, or else all could be lost right here. They have to prove something towards the Chud Maxers that they can, if they beat them 2-0, they can do it again. They can beat them again and make their statement. Of course, it is a harsh hill to climb. Such powerful oppressions here. I can almost feel the aura from my screen. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the 4th game. Match point for Chuds. Let's get into it.
All set, good to go. Looking
And we're already set. Team Rush Go is something else. I never would have thought that this actual Divine Drill makes such an impact towards this tournament.
Don't worry, I'll be watching.
And it seems like Thanos Hanley has actually caught on to this. Actually utilizing it a lot more with Daima and Kefla, besides Super Saiyan 3. But anything can happen in this game, folks. So let's get at it. We're taking our time here. Who manages to get the first hit here? Jordan looking out for something. They're both bouncing on the teetering edge. Both Cleefas actually managed to clash out. And unfortunately, that is going to be Aizen taking the Kai away from Thanos mentality from top lane, which is very unfortunate. Let's take a look at bottom lanes. The Kai is still on the ropes here, but they're just hovering around. Losers bracket actually managing to do some damage to it, but look at Jukebox here, trying to have a go for it. And they get the Kai, which is really good. I would say that both teams are actually dead even here. Minions will spawn here, and so getting the actual XP advantage will be crucial for them. And look at this. I do believe that Jukebox will be set to get to level 5. Let's check up top. It seems like Jordan and Aizen will be able to make a move on, as they are definitely under leveled, which is very unfortunate for Thanos mentality. So they're just trying to make a play here, but it's going to be pretty hard since the Thanos mentality definitely from now on has actually caught up to their strategy. But Aizen already having the sizable level advantage is going to be quite difficult for Thanos mentality to overcome. Let them get the Kai for. Let them get the Kai because they know they cannot contest with that sort of level lead, and actually they'll have to rely on their back farm as well, just to keep it up. And Avarice actually managing to steal the Kai for Team Chud Maxers, which is really huge. And Storin here, almost to level 7. I do believe he'll be able to get it out nice and easy before our first boss appears. I really think it's up to who steals this last middle Kai here. Already looking to make a run for it. And they don't get it. Alright. But still, Super Saiyan 3 has been achieved with Soren. But look at here. Gekishin is the first to appear, but look at the top. Look what's going on here. They're both on the edge. Look up top. Look up top. Look up top. Look up top. Can we see up top, please? Thank you. Yeah, but we could have just seen a huge scuffle be achieved from here. Green Bean looking to finish this right here and now. Gets it right underneath their noses. But wait, no, they didn't. I just saw eyes. I think Aizen literally just stole it right underneath their noses, which is really unlucky for the Team Thanos Fatality. Really bad for them. And it looks like they greeted too hard for the Kai here. Green Bean. Oh my goodness, what a snipe of the Kamehameha. And it's looking quite dire from Thanos Mentality already. The same cycle repeats as their early game is just getting completely outclassed. I'm not exactly sure what happened the previous games, but could Thanos Mentality have actually lost their spark? We'll have to see here if they actually make another late game comeback, but given the current pattern we're seeing here, I don't think it's very likely. Super Saiyan 3 trying to get some tower chip, doesn't make it, has to IT out of the way. Jordan also trying his best to actually defend this bottom tower, which he actually succeeds to do. And I think they're just going to have to push the top tower in order to get the tower advantage as well. Here comes Everett swinging in. Gets the Kai as well, which is really not good. Both teams are actually very equal when it comes to levels, but actually scratch that. Look at this. Both the Boo and Daima are over leveling the Daima on their side. Level 8 for Boo, level 9 for Aizen, while Vic is still at level 7, which is really bad. You already see such a tremendous level lead. Vic is just struggling to actually farm anything just to make sure that they actually stay in the lead, but or at least pick up the pace. But it's just proving very difficult. Can they actually get it? Can they actually get this boss? They get the boss, that's really huge. Vic actually manages to get it right on time, which is really huge. And look at this, Kefla with zooming and zipping around. Doesn't quite, oh my goodness. It could be a team wipe right here, but doesn't want to push it. They'll have to wait for next rotation to actually come out. It was very crucial for Vic to actually get that last boss. I mean that next boss. So they're currently 1 for 1. But still, the level gap is looking pretty dire, even though Kefla is still hanging in there. Super Saiyan 3 from the other enemy team is almost level 11 as we speak. And right now, Chud Maxers are just denying them farm, denying them to actually catch up to them, which is really bad. Vic has to be very careful in order to actually make something happen, because I do think without this, top tower is just basically like free eats. And unfortunately, losers bracket, otherwise known as Avarice, manages to cap out the first tower of this 4th game of the grand finals. Just outstanding pressure from the Chuds. Already level 9. I mean, great Red Eye Mental making a difference here by out-leveling their tank, but it's not going to matter much with everything going on right now. We do see Green Bee using Solid Barrier instead of Giant Slayer for the extra bit of damage, which is very interesting. Probably needs a safety to actually counteract with Daima's burst damage, which I guess is fair. But take a looky here. We do see Aizen always trampling about, trying to get a pick off of Kefla right here. Makes her lose the Solid Barrier as well, which is not very good. I see. What an amazing ult from them too. Holy mackerel. The candy from Prod is amazing. Oh my goodness. It is just an all-out brawl, but look at Jordan. Look at Jordan riding already. But he dies for it. What exceptional macro from Thanos Mentality. Now they're locked. Now they're actually seeing the vision. And all of a sudden, it is suddenly very dead even for Thanos Mentality and Chum in terms of towers, with them having level advantage over bosses 2-1. Really huge for them to actually win that boss as well. An exceptional ult from Kefla as well. Really good ults from Kefla. We can see that top tower is still being defended by the Super Saiyan 3. Both Caulifla and Daima hovering around the center. Red Eye Mental not trying his best to sort of closing the gates. But look at him already going in. Tries to sort of catch them by surprise, but doesn't quite manage it. Super has the defensive step in motion. Really probably saved him from the actual thing. Gets the kicks off right here too. A huge boo ult. It's very tough for them to actually come back from that, which is really unfortunate. And they get wiped off one by one. It's just Green Bean and them. And I think they're just gonna have to zombie this block. We do know that Green Bean does have ult for this, but it doesn't really matter because with one Dragon Fist, the lead is suddenly coming to a close as they steal that boss. Jukebox trying his best to actually kill them on the spot, but doesn't quite make it as Avarice steals the actual thing. Oh my goodness, what was Jukebox aiming for? And that's just gonna let them get the free kill. I mean, all sorts of nerves are on everyone right now. Boo getting destroyed. Unfortunately, losers bracket on the ends of the ropes here. A little bit of a shame that Zeno didn't wrap up to them very nicely, but and Prod is just trying to make space for everyone, but has to play around because, oh my god, a glorious IT from Soren targeting the Boo out of the way, and Red Eye Mental is in some deep trouble. Using the Kamehameha, and they're just melting their HP. And a very nice skill 2 from there as well. What an IT. It doesn't matter with the skill 3 because they are just gonna shoot you down. What seems like a very, very diabolical comeback has turned sour as Chunmaxers show their dominance here. The ultimate. But he ults right back in retaliation. Doesn't really do much though. Prod fighting for their life here. Oh my goodness. And the Kefla ult would have done some damage, but unfortunately it was just, they just ate that up like it was nothing. How unfortunate. And now it is only one tower left for Thanos Mentality. All of them targeting losers bracket. 32 seconds on the clock to actually come back. But the flips are not in their favor at all. And now Thanos Mentality has to decide something. Do they just stay at pad? But they can't really even stay at pad because they have to make a move at some point. Zeno rotating to the top for Thanos Mentality, but as we can clearly see here, it is going to be very rough for Thanos Mentality to come back. Oh my goodness, the IT! And Green Bean cannot handle the heat as Jukebox gets wiped along. Like some candy pops in Missed Dragon Fist. Red Eye Mental fighting for their life, but just not quite dying, but trying their hardest to live. And we just see the losers bracket chasing them down like it's nothing. Vic just has to use ult to actually get out of that alive. Takes out the Super Saiyan 3, but still low as can be. They are just fighting tooth and nail. 25 seconds on the clock before the Super Saiyan 3 returns. I mean, folks, I don't know how in the world they can make a comeback out of this. You will have to need a miracle for this to actually work. I'm also on my last legs too, not to mention. My goodness. Oh my goodness. And as the battle reaches the climax, Daima has to ult to get out of there alive. The Dragon Fist. Vic actually manages to take out the second tower for Chun Max, but it doesn't really matter because look at this. Daima living with the skin of his teeth. So unfortunate. 40 seconds on the clock for Kefla to actually reappear, which is just really bad for them. Super Saiyan 3 staying on pad until something happens, and it's just losers bracket having to make something happen here now. And with an incredible blue ult from Jordan, that's just going to do it for Thanos Mentality. Losers bracket and the IT, and it's all over as losers bracket takes the last Dragon Ball of this journey. 3-1. The Chuds have finally done it again. My goodness. We see Avarice here as well. 3 KOs from God's Destruction. 110,000 tower damage and just overall generational points. Ladies and gentlemen, the conclusion has been here. Thanos Mentality could not keep up with the pace of the Chuds, and they have taken the crown for the Tournament of Pure Chaos. Finally, after what has been a long process, after around 7 hours of this bloodbath, we have finally reached our conclusion. The Chuds have come out on top yet again. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been a humongous roller coaster, but in the end, now it is over. And chaos, I believe, still reigns supreme. Ladies and gentlemen, I am beyond words. Of course, our winners will get the beloved diamond skin for Godku, although I'm pretty sure that most of these guys already have it. Very unfortunate for the runner-ups, but they put up an exceptional fight. Oh my goodness. Let's just check out the rewards, bro. If we can, I mean. Great. Oh, wonderful. So, as we see, our lovely top 4 will receive up to 7,500 Zenai. I mean Zenny. They will receive the silver badge, and of course the stamp as well. And of course our Chud champions will take their 20 P capsules, the 10,000 Zenny, and of course again, which they already have, but it is what it is. Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, it has been a wonderful opportunity to cast this tournament with you all. Zero back restart with this is reset. This was the grand finals, Jojo Kyle. So it is like now it's just kaput. It's just kaput. Like it's over. The Chuds have won. We good. We're good. But yeah. I don't think there's any reset because I've been on air for like how long? Like 7 hours straight. So we're good. We're good. Anyways, this has been Dusty. Thank you for joining me with this lovely tournament. I will see you all in the next one.